Chrissy Teigen, the fiery model and TV personality who's appeared on shows like Lip Sync Battle.
Shout out to everyone that goes to bed at 9 p.m.
And whisked her way into our kitchens with her famous cookbook series, Cravings, is getting candid about her relationship with alcohol.
For 2 years, I didn't have a drop. I remember how proud I was when I hit a month, 6 months, and eventually a year. But then I started drinking again.
Sharing on her podcast, Self-Conscious, that she's let alcohol back into her life after announcing her sobriety 4 years ago.
I know deep down it still feels wrong, and if I were to listen to my inner voice, I would stop again.
In the episode released May 15th, Chrissy describes to Holly Whitaker, the author of Quit Like a Woman, the shame she sometimes feels.
Right now, it's just all on me, and it just feels like this big burden on me and this big secret.
Chrissy's announcement sparking a conversation online with people reflecting on their own relationships with alcohol.
So maybe you go through phases where you drink a lot and then you're like, all right, well, I feel better now. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to quit for a little while.
Going from drinking heavily to sobriety and now becoming a mindful drinker. What are your thoughts?
When celebrities talk about health experiences, it really normalizes that conversation and allows people to say, me too. And I think that's fantastic, especially when we're talking about something that is so difficult to understand.
The mom of four's husband, singer John Legend, hearting her recent Instagram post, where she wrote in part, "My relationship with the whole process of sobriety and messing up has changed for the better. I'm deeply aware of where this can go if I let it. I guess my plan right now is to continue to be mindful with it."
The conversation around alcohol has previously been very binary. You're drinking and you're fine and don't worry about it, or your life is falling apart. We know people are not that black and white, and it gives people a lot of freedom to sort of say, they're doing that. Maybe I could do that too, or maybe I should also be looking at the role alcohol is playing.
Chrissy is just one of the many celebrities who have been public about giving up alcohol, like Anne Hathaway, Adele, Bella Hadid, and Spider-Man actor Tom Holland, who's even created his own brand of non-alcoholic beer called Beero.
Since getting sober, I can really take it in my stride and get on with it and just really enjoy every day.
Holland's not the only one in his generation cutting back on booze. A recent survey found the percent of adults under the age of 35 who say they drink dropped from 72 to 62% over the past 2 decades. It's all part of a growing conversation around mindful drinking.
It's really just simple. Between every drink, pausing, and just simply thinking to yourself, is this going to benefit me? What is the purpose of this next drink? Is it going to make me feel good? Is it going to make me feel bad? And then acting on that.
New data and studies underscoring the dangers of alcohol.
It's important to understand that there are many things in our life that are risky, and we're all taking chances. We just simply know more about alcohol now, and it doesn't mean that everyone needs to stop alcohol, but I think at the very least, everyone should be aware.
In the past few years, the Sober Curious movement has proved that you can have a blast without a buzz. People all across social media posting about Dry January and Sober October.
Where are my Dry January people at?
This is my first ever time doing Dry January, and I am actually struggling.
Popping up all across the country, booze-free dance parties.
We're here because it's an alcohol-free bar.
And bars that solely serve non-alcoholic drinks.
I just feel like alcohol is pushed at us all the time, so just stepping away from that feels really nice.
To be sober curious literally means to question every impulse, every invitation, and every expectation to drink. Allowing ourselves to be curious about what's coming up for us in all of our interactions with alcohol.
Ruby Warrington actually coined the term Sober Curious nearly a decade ago. She decided to host events for others who were questioning the relationship with alcohol.
When I was deciding who this event was for and how to publicize it, I came up with this term Sober Curious to describe anybody really who had questions about drinking, who just wanted to permit themselves to have a kind of open-ended conversation about us and booze.
It tastes so close to a real margarita.
Katie Nessel is also a part of that movement. As a stay-at-home mom of 2, she found herself drinking every evening to help her navigate the stresses of motherhood.
I think social media and like mommy wine culture has really helped normalize your habits. You see, moms filling wine in their tumblers, going to baseball games, sneaking in alcohol. There's a lot of humor around drinking, mommy, juice sippy cups. And it normalized my habits for me. And so I thought everyone was drinking the same way I was.
She took a break from drinking and says that small change made a major difference.
I was sleeping like crap. I felt like crap. I decided to go on just like a 2-week cleanse, remove alcohol, eat really healthy. And I started feeling amazing. All these issues I was having in my life, simply by removing this one thing, started to improve. And I just thought there's something here.
She says she's been inspired by celebrities like Chrissy Teigen.
Just in this last decade, we have seen such a shift in the beliefs around alcohol. And a big part of that are celebrities like Chrissy Teigen, Tom Holland coming out, sharing their very vulnerable, open journey on alcohol and how drinking less has had a positive impact on their life, whereas before it was completely taboo.
She launched the blog and social media page, Soberish Mom, to help others also cutting back on booze.
Developed like a fun, safe, judgment-free place for people, specifically parents, who want to drink a little less, but don't know where to start. So I try and provide a lot of education and resources for people who are curious about how drinking less can have a positive impact on their life. You do not have to take an all or nothing approach. You don't have to be 100% sober. Important things you're going to do.
She decided that for her, drinking in moderation is key.
I was somebody who was drinking 15 plus drinks a week. Now I have like 1 or 2 or none. I'm on a 4-day vacation right now. I haven't had a drop of alcohol. It just lost its hold on me. And I think that's what a lot of women are looking for.